Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In this tutorial, we are starting a new project entirely, which is Duplex. So we are creating everything from beginning to end. So endeavor to watch the whole process, the ground floor plan. Follow, we move to the second floor plan before we start creating elevation with fantastic views. So please kindly subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe button if you like the video. At the same time, share and at the same time comment. So whatsoever your opinion is welcome. So let's start. First you need to do is to create a wall. So edit your wall first by editing the type of the wall. We are using 90s wall, which is 225. So that is the first category of what you need to do in Revit. The second one is to edit the height. Instead of unconnected, if you have a normal level, you can use your normal level by 3000 by attaching it to the wall, but I don't want that, so I use 3000 as my unconnected height. So I start my drawing, press escape, bring something. Let's start from the side way so that our building can be at the center. So the first thing we need to create is to create the wall. Every object starts with a line, so create wall. So as you see the distance, if it's okay by you, leave it that way. So I just want to be starting by creating something. So you first of all make sure that is my own method of design, is that I zone those things in my own thinking. Okay, this is particular place I want my bedroom to be, this particular place I want my room to be. So first I draw a box out. So if I do this way, okay, I know I have a shape of certain thing I want. Now I begin to do what? To factorize the shape by bringing it to functions. So the first function I want to have here is my anti-room. So I'll create it by doing what? Draw this wall from here. I'm bringing it here. Say I'm creating anteroom. So I have, let me create toilet for it. Okay, that's one toilet for anteroom. So I like to join this wall together because of grid. Let's say this, I have this wall. So at this point, what I would like to have here is that this is sitting room. After anteroom, we enter sitting room. I would like to have a dining somewhere here. At the same time, I would like to have a kitchen by the dining side. It's okay. Then maybe somehow I will want to have laundry and maybe boys quarter if included. So I put it, I align them in that side. So now, since this place is the living room, the next thing that I will have is that I need to have staircase that we will use to access the upper floor. So this place will be a staircase side. So now this particular place is going to be another bedroom for ground floor, maybe that visitor can stay or any other thing that are functional. So I have it like that. So that's why I shown my own design. So now I want to fine tune everything and keep everything tidy. So now I need what? Entrance at this place. So how the entrance will come, it depends on what you are going to program there. If the guest bedroom is too big, you can decide to reduce the size. So you can bring it to something closer. So first thing, next thing to do is to bring all those things, all those dimensions to here by, let's say, okay, so that the whole building is not going to be more bigger than necessary. So let those dimensions be there to guide you in what you are doing. So now when I have my anteroom, my anteroom is not big enough, so I want something bigger and more larger. So I'm creating it, I'm extending it to something like 3,200. Okay. Then with 3,200, this city is too small for me, so I'm taking it to 4,005, something close. Okay, let's leave it this way and extend this particular one to 3,200. Good. So as I have it, the dining might be too wide, so I'm reducing it to 3,000, maybe 3,004. Okay, so the staircase, and the moment I'm doing that, I will know what to do about it. So I have it like that. So the width again is needed and necessary. So this particular width is too big for me to use, so I will reduce the size. So this is step by step on how to design as an architect. So you will not be weary in watching it to the end. Kindly subscribe, at the same time comment and like this project. It's going to be of helpful use for you. This is how to design as a beginner, as an architect. So it does not matter how you start your line. What you need is how you coordinate your own thinking. So there is no formula to how somebody do something, but the creativity of everyone is more decided and more unique to you and yourself. So as you have done this, the first and the necessary thing to do is to create something that we're going to give your plan some certain method of certain unique view when it comes to elevation. So you need to create some research around that, what you are designing. So things like this is necessary. So you create some research around that area. You do the same thing here. So this one has served as your. So I'm having another thing here, and that is my entrance porch. My entrance porch, I want you to share the same thing with this place. Okay, when I've done that, I will adjust this one a bit inside, so that my toilet for it will be small this time around. So as I have done that, my guest bedroom, if it's not bigger, I have to manage it and create something for it. Okay, I think it's a little bit okay. This place, check it and see. Okay, 3-1 is okay for Antero. So this aspect is what remains. So what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is that I'm going to increase the size, the length of this building, maybe westward, because I want to create toilet for this guest room. So now put it here. Good. So as you have done that, let this join to this one, bring this one here, drag this one again. Okay, so you have this in the space. So measure this area, whether you can be able to take your good. It will successfully take your staircase. Okay, so leave it that way for your staircase design. Now I have a room, I have 2 toilets, guest room. Now this particular place is what I want to concentrate on now. So I need to have my dining, the kitchen, and the store in place. So I'm going to create this now by extending it. Extend this one. So bring this a little bit close. So from here you start breaking the wall by using split elements on your modifying tools. So break the wall Good. Now you have done that by what? By using extended trim. So this is the kitchen. Then the next one is your store. This will be for your store. So you have the store here. Let this whole lot of place be the store space. Then the next one to do is to have your laundry. I'm using these parts, this back side as my what? As my boys cutter. So as I'm having this as a boys cutter now, what I need to do is to create an opening from back. I may not concentrate on that for now, but I'm going to do it for a purpose. So now let's make sure that we tidy this place as we have done this properly. So click select all instance in this view and delete these lines. So as you have done that, now what you need to do now is to now make sure that this thing look real and look tidy. And how do we do that? Is by putting element that's supposed to be here into space. So the first element to do to bring here, after you have tidied up this side, you know that this is serve as your entrance. So is to create floor. So how do you create floor in Revit? Depends on your own initiative. There are so many ways to do that, but there's another way to do it in a general form. So the general form now, we are going to talk about that later. But what we want to do is that we bring windows and door into this place. So click on architecture, click on door, search for the door that you know that maybe you have another one. If you like this particular door that is in your predefined elements, use them. But if you don't like it, you can come to family, say load family. So you search for here in this place. For me now, I want to use this one that are existing in this place first. So for my entrance, I just want to open place down so that I will know where the opening is before I do my final arrangement. So where the openings are, entrance to kitchen and things like that, entrance into toilet. So boys could enter to boys could guest room, enter into group. So as I have this opening in place, I'm a little bit satisfied. The next opening I have is my window. Okay, this is window the same way. You check it and you find the window that suits you. Good. If you do not find anyone that suits you, you can use or customize so by going to this load family. But let me use sort of this one first. So maybe later you can go and use the one that you know that is okay. Another thing to do from is the head height. Head height, you need to let it be aligned to what you are doing. Then you check the property type, whether the window size and everything are accurate to your taste. So as for now, I'm okay with that. So I'm placing them where I'm supposed to place them. Good. I'm placing them where I needed to place them. Placing them where I needed to place everyone. So the place I need to have that kind of window, you have it. I want to use double windows for each and every one of these space. So I do that with this place too. I'm going to do it in the kitchen. At the same time doing it, I'm putting it in the box cutter, even though I've never had the door because I've never decided where I want them to be accessing the room. So no matter what the case may be, they are going to access it from one side of this place. So I have this now in place. So this is the place of staircase. This is going to be a special window in later time. So another window is for the toilet window. Click on them and search for it. So the small one is 600 by 600. I'm changing the height to 21. Why I change the edit type here, I change it to 600. Another one is 600. So click OK. So from there now you put this window change this head height again to 21 so that it will be accurate when you are doing your section. So here you see that the window of the toilet disappear. So the trick I want to teach you now is that the trick that can be is there, not that it's not there, but it's not visible. The reason why it's not visible is that the fuel range is being affected. So go to the property of the floor plan. Don't select anything here. Select make it be inside. Look at this floor plan, the property here. So what you hear is what you watch is that this extended under this extends. So you look at the fuel range. From the fuel range you click edit. On this edit, this is where the whole issues are. The cut plane is what is affecting it. So click on the cut plane and type something higher, almost close to the windows, almost close to the window height, seal height of the window. So what you do is that you type 1800. So when you do like that, say apply. When you click on apply, did you see? Look at it, everything's applied there and it's so. So that is how you do it. Whenever you are not facing your window at some certain visible level, so you go to fuel range and select that. So align all this thing to the wall and toggle it, let it rotate. So you do the same thing here as well. Allow it, though we are still going to change this particular window later, but not now. So we have arranged this whole space. So that is how you do your building plan in Revit. So the next thing to do is to create a normal floor, that is floor slab. So click on architecture, go to floor and select and say floor architecture. Floor architecture, when you look at it, it's saying generic 150, depends on what you want to do. But for the ground floor, it used to be a thicker one and much bigger. So from here now you can duplicate it and call it grand, generic grand or generic floor, so that you change the name. So you change this one to 200 instead of 150. Now when you go to that and you say click, you go to edit structure and you change it here to 200. Say okay, click okay. So you start putting your door. I usually use peak line so that it's more pattern and be accurate. So I do that, peak line. So one thing about this when you are drawing line like this is that you are at the sketch mode, which is pink color. This pink color, everything must be in close loop. You don't allow anyone to have extension or interceding in one another. If you do that, the Revit is going to complain, and I will show you by sample here now. So like this place now, like this one, if this line is not joining together, when you say click, you see what we say. It's telling you, say use line must be in close loop. Highlight line must be in highlighted line are open to one end. So that's the reason why you cannot join together, you cannot click finish. Another thing is that if your line is extended beyond normal, or another one they are cross-checking or the way they are. So if you click finish again, it's going to give you the same line. Line cannot intersect each other. The highlighted line currently what intersects. You see the reason why it's turned to orange. So the best thing is for you to do to have a close loop, close everything together. If you click finish now, it's going to give you an answer. So this is what you have done so far. This is the plan you have drawn, and this is everything. So for you to get things right, you need to label this one and get it into a space. So you label it by clicking on annotate. In your annotate, click on text. In this text now you put it here, living room. Okay, good. You click this place to say dining. Okay, so you click this here, you say anti-room. Good. And this place you say guest room, a view. Good. So that's how you use your text in this place. So after you've done with that, you are okay. So in the next lecture we are going to do something more detailed, so you can add a little bit of a pixie into your illustration by casting shadow and change the shadow graphics. So these are the little details that are not necessary and compulsory here. So do that and adjust it. So 167, and I'm using 15 here. So apply. Can you see? So that is a minimal requirement for it. So I like this for the beginning. So you can continue. Please subscribe and like the project. So in the next one we are going to create upper floor before we now arise and begin to put a component that will be more successful. So